Shalom, shalom. This is Shalimar from the Great Millstone Atlanta Camp. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to say call Halayim La Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Bahashim, Rahakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. Okay, as you see on the screen, this is a post from TikTok. Some woman looks like she's confused as far as this truth. It says, if they're still preaching Jacob's trouble is coming, you need to stay far from them. And they gotta be a course that's going against what the scriptures say. All throughout the scriptures that talks about salvation, you're going to hear of why we're going to need salvation, because we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in trouble. That's why we need to do what we can to please the Lord in these times, so we can be found worthy of salvation, so we can be found worthy of being part of the elect. See, these people like this, they don't, if they're teaching that nothing's going to happen, they don't want salvation. They don't need salvation. They think that everything is going to just, keep going. They want to continue to live in this kingdom, in the so-called white man's kingdom. They're living good. Probably got money, doing whatever they want, living however they want, going off, freaking off, in the cities, partying. They're good. We know that these things are coming. We can see it. Other countries are telling you. It's not even the scriptures. It's other countries. It's other people telling you. Even Esau telling you. Things are about to get real bad. But you got dumbass Jakes. And I can't even blame it on the woman, because it's guys out here saying this. It's guys out here saying that, oh, we already went through Jacob's trouble. How in the hell did you actually read the scripture as far as what Jacob's trouble is? As a matter of fact, let's go to the scripture. Oh, look at his name. This name right here. It says Proverbs, third eye. So it's like you kind of mixed in with that Kemet, that Egypt foolishness, and trying to mix it in with the truth. What does it say? It says, all that are teaching Jacob's trouble, you create the trouble for you. Leave the true children that are hearing the mother and listening to father out of your Jacob's trouble nonsense. Go read more books and ask for, and it cuts off. So, and then it says contains AI generated media. So I guess the post was actually AI generated. I don't know. You people minds are AI generated. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? For real. We're in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. When I started going out and snatching up the Hispanic tribes and either sending them to a concentration camp, shipping them off to another country where they don't know where they are, or just killing them. You don't think that Jacob is in trouble? You don't think that it's going to start also with you so-called Negroes? You Native Americans? You people are sick. It's something, I don't even want to say what I want to say. I'm going to try my best to keep this as clean as possible. But it's a reason why we call you the 2/3. Because you don't believe. And you don't have faith in the scriptures. You don't have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. As a matter of fact, it's probably one of the Israelites that can't even say Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. They gotta say Yah. They gotta say Yahweh or Yahuwah, Yeshua, or something like that. They don't even have the right name, and they have the wrong name and the wrong doctrine. As a matter of fact, stay away. Now, if you want to listen to some of this false doctrine, use it to do corrections to turn more people away from it. But if you agreeing with stuff like this, hey, it's scriptures that describe people like this, and we're gonna get them. But first of all, let's get Jeremiah 30:7. Second Esdras. I had it sitting on. Man, we're gonna go through Second Esdras because it talks about nothing but trouble times. 15 and 16. Okay, so Jeremiah 30:7. I'm gonna read this slow. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. For," I'm gonna read it again. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." Now, Jacob is going to be saved out of it. All of Israel is eventually going to be saved, but 2/3 of you people are going to die on this side in America. And then the scriptures say he's going to pull the 1/3 through the fire. If there's no Jacob's trouble, we don't need Yahweh Shai to come back to deliver us. Like these people, why would you be delivered if you don't? If there's not going to be a time of trouble, you're going to be looking up, seeing them missiles hit, still saying, "Oh, we're okay." No, let me go back. Your stomach is going to be touching your back. Then you're going to understand. Let's get it real quick. Just going to let the scriptures talk. Ezekiel 33:32. It says, "And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that had a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not." So yeah, you can understand that you're Israelite, and say that you from the tribe of Judah, the tribe of Gad, Ephraim, Manasseh, whatever. You can understand that part, and you can understand that we're going to receive the kingdom, but you don't understand that how it's going to end. How we're going to be in trouble, how people are going to be dying everywhere, how the nuclear missiles are going to destroy certain lands, ultimately America, that America is Babylon the Great. These people are going to take the mark of the beast, which is going to be in the form of an implant. It's going to be placed in you. So you can run your hand under a scanner to buy your food and pay your bills. Okay. It says, "And when this come to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them." Then you're going to understand when these things start happening. When you're suffering from a gunshot wound in your leg that has got infected, now you got some type of disease, infection. You have some type of sickness. There's no food. You haven't eaten in days, no water. And you looking up, seeing the missiles hit. Then you're going to understand. Also, actually, Second Esdras 9 talks about they shall know it after death by pain. Because I guarantee you, these same people, they don't know when the Sabbath is. You know, the men are still, you know, lining up. As a matter of fact, I saw a video today. A guy from IUIC had a fresh lineup. These guys had lineups, long hair. They go against what the scriptures, little simple things that we can do as far as the law. They can't even do that. These guys are committing adultery. All kind of wickedness. The women. And these women are really going to catch it. The scriptures talk about how much hell these women are going to catch. Let's go to Second Esdras real quick. Second Esdras 16 and 30. In 33, it says, the virgin shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Now, it says, hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord Yahweh. They don't understand because they're not servants. And they just don't want to get it. They want to hear those smooth things. This book is full of sweet and bitter. They want to just hear the sweet things. You got to take the bitter too. You got to understand that you got to go through that fire in that time. You got to understand that you're going to lose loved ones. You got to understand that you can actually lose yourself. You can be one of those souls that was beheaded, that John the Revelator saw. Let's go down to verse 70. Because they saying it's not going to be a Jacob's trouble. Listen to this. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Upon those that fear the Lord. So you mean to tell me if you know that you're Israelite, you just gonna just fly through Jacob's trouble? Nothing's gonna happen. Now the Lord is gonna protect his servants, but you're gonna go through the fire. It's gonna happen. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Hold on. Verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, said the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. You're going to be in trouble and you're going to need deliverance. Okay, it's so many scriptures that can pinpoint what's going to be going on in that time. Let's go to Matthew. Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. This is going to be the worst time ever in history. And you think back, oh, well, the Lord flooded the whole earth and killed everybody, the animals, except for the ones that was on the ark. Yeah, it's going to be worse than that. It's going to be more people saved, of course, but it's going to be worse than that. People are not going to drown. They're going to burn. You're going to feel it. And before the fire comes, it's going to be plagues, wars, famines. You don't think it's going to be a Jacob's trouble, man. You people are out of your damn mind. I'm just going to keep going in the scriptures. Acts 14-22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Much tribulation. To be honest, spiritually, we may be ready. The Lord is going to get us ready for these times. Mentally, we're not prepared for what we're about to see. That's why the Lord takes you through little small things now. He's building you up for that time. So you don't just crash out and just lose it like the rest of these people are going to do. That's why the Lord puts us through these little hells now. So when the big evil come, that's another one. We can go through it and also understand that he's going to deliver us. Let's go back to Ezekiel. I'm skipping all over. Ezekiel 7 and verse 3. It says, now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. Verse 5, I'm going to skip down to verse 5. It says, thus said the Lord Yahweh, an evil and only evil, behold, is come. The end is come. The end is come. It watches for thee. Behold, it is come. So it's going to be only evil going on. Now, this is really for the wicked. But like I read through the scriptures, it's going to be the righteous has to go through that also, but they're going to be saved. That's the only difference. The righteous is going to be saved out of the trouble. The wicked is going to perish in it. And I'm talking about the wicked, the wicked of the nations and the wicked of our people. All right, we're going to keep moving. Okay. 1 Peter 4:21. That's lucky. 4:12. I'm gonna start at verse 12. It says, behold, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice, inasmuch as ye are partakers in Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. So we have to suffer. We will have to suffer. We have to suffer. It may be a couple of days where you didn't eat. You know, you may see some family members drop in front of you, get taken in front of you. You may get taken in. As a matter of fact, I believe this you can line this up with being sent to concentration camps. Like, we can't keep stressing this enough. It's going to be bad out here. Matthew 24 said it was going to be 24 and 21 said it was going to be the worst time ever. And then when you read Daniel 12 and 1, it says, and at the time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. And that's talking about the book of life. Who is the book of life for? The Israelites. And the ones that's going to receive salvation are the elect. You have an elect of the nations, which are the Israelites, and then you have the elect of Israel, which is the 1/3 and the 144,000. Okay, so it's a lot of other scriptures I can get. It's Lamentations. It's plenty of scriptures we can go into. But that was pretty much the point. There's going to be a Jacob's trouble. So when you see people posting stuff like this, either correct them, of course, with scripture, because there's no scripture written here. And then I was just curious. I wanted to see what those 10 comments were. And it was all women saying, preach, sister. And I don't know if it said that, but they were saying, all praises and all of that. All praises to the Most High. And, basically believing in this crap. You don't think Jacob's trouble coming? Just watch. And I already read in Jeremiah 14 and 14, it says those that teach that there's not going to be a trouble. That's, you know what? Let's go back to it. I'm not even sure if I read the whole thing. Jeremiah 14 and 14. It says, then said I, the Lord Yahweh, behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see sword, neither shall ye have famine, but I will give you a sure peace in this place. Yep, that's what they were saying. They saying it's not going to be a Jacob's trouble. Stay away from those guys that say that. Verse 14, it says, then the Lord Yahweh said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither spake unto them. They prophesy unto you a false vision and divination, and a thing of naught, and the deceit of their hearts. These people are talking out of their minds. Now, do I wish that I could, just walk into the kingdom without, seeing all of this and losing family members and loved ones and, still being able to eat every day and not having, to go through any type of trouble? Of course, we all do. We wish that, a chair can just beam us up right now. We wait until the Inner Nation pass, which are the missiles, and then just get put in our own land. But no, we got to go through the fire. You have to be tried. This is like the last test before that great promotion, that graduation, which is, it's not even enough words to describe, great words to describe how great the salvation is going to be. It says, therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh concerning the prophets that prophesy in my name, and I sent them not. Yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land. By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed. So you saying it's not going to be a Jacob's trouble? Jacob's trouble is going to take you out. You saying that the mark of the beast is not going to be something that's going to be put in your hand, as the scriptures say? You're going to take it and you're going to receive that grievous sore. Read the scriptures and listen to the prophets. Just because it don't sound like something you want to hear, but it makes perfect sense. If it makes sense, listen. Whether you want to hear it or not. Okay. So I pray this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rahakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us his truth. Shalom to the elect.